All right, welcome, welcome. If you're looking for strong shoulders that move really, really well, you're in the right place today because we're gonna do two of my favorite positions to work shoulder stabilization and rotation. And then we're gonna do a couple accessory moves. But first, we're gonna start with some controlled articular rotations. We're just gonna do this from a bit of a different position. We're gonna do this from a quadruped position. So you're gonna need a block or something to elevate the hand on. You'll need something to lean on. I've got a mat for my knees, and then a couple dumbbells of varying amounts, and that's it. And it's gonna be a tremendous workout today. Ready? First position, I'm going to come down into this quadruped position, and I want my hand, I've got my left arm locked, elevated, pushing the ground away, chest square to the ground. I'm gonna create tension through the entire body, and from here, we'll start on the right side. I wanna rotate my bicep to face out and away, maintain that, and then we're gonna come across the body as far as we can go. When you get stuck here, we raise up. As you cross the face, thumb goes to the back of the room, and we go up into flexion. Make sure no rotation from the spine. Rotate out from the shoulder and go as high as you can, maintaining discipline with the rest of the body as we come up into shoulder extension and continue to rotate until knuckles find the thigh. Bicep presses into the rib cage and reverse that path. Straight up and back, as high as you can go. When you get stuck, we start to rotate, drawing the largest circle possible in the sky with the fingers. Try and brush the face with the bicep, and we return down to that starting position. Pass number 2. Same way, try and get a little more range. Trace the outer edge of what the shoulder is capable of. Rotate as high as you can into extension. Knuckles find the thigh, straight up and back. Then we rotate all the way around. Bring the bicep as close to the face as you can. And back to the starting position. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So hand comes up on the block, make sure chest is square to the ground, create tension by pushing the ground away, tension in the abdominals. Start by pointing the bicep out and away, and then we come across the body. When I get stuck here, then I travel up. As I cross the face, thumb goes to the back of the room, and then make sure that you're not opening up the chest. We're just drawing the largest circle possible, only using the shoulder, and then continue to rotate. Bicep into the ribs, knuckles to the thighs, straight up and back. Shoulder extension. Don't rotate away. Anchor down. Good. All the way back. Same pathway. Back to that starting position. Now, try a little more range. Tracing the outer edge of what that shoulder capsule can do. Each pass, I'm trying to expand that workspace. Good. Make sure that elbow is locked as high as you can. Knuckles find the thigh, straight up and back. Good. Rotate. Perfect. Brush the face with the bicep if you can. Make sure the elbow doesn't bend. Back to the starting position. Tremendous. All right, let's find our way into a seated position. Now, the two movement paths we're gonna focus on today. One is shoulder internal rotation. Make sure that as we rotate, we keep the shoulder pinned down as much as we can. We want a depressed shoulder position for this movement because what you're gonna notice is if you lack the ability to internally rotate, the shoulder will pop up to make that happen. Try not to make that happen. Let's sit nice and tall. Try and get your tailbone close into the corner of the wall or whatever you're leaning against. And now I want to pull my heel in enough that my upper arm is relatively parallel with the ground. I'm going to pull my shoulder down away from the ear, long neck, and then I'm going to actively rotate across to see how far I can get using the shoulder. Make sure 90-degree bend at the arm. Now from here, this is my active range. I want to take my opposite hand, apply a little bit of pressure to go a little deeper. Now I'm in my passive range. Where should you feel this stretch? Ideally, down the back of the shoulder, maybe down the back of the arm a little bit. And we're gonna hold this position today for only 60 seconds. And during this time, I'm gonna breathe. Nice deep inhales. Long exhales, making sure that shoulder doesn't peak up. And what you can do is you can make little micro adjustments and scan the zone to see if you get more of a stretch in the back of the shoulder. Nice deep inhales, long exhales. With each exhale, I envision that tissue in the back of the shoulder releasing and giving way, so I get a little more depth. From here, we're gonna work on some contractions, isometric contractions. I'm gonna use, the first one, I'm gonna use the tissue in the back of the shoulder. That's the tissue I'm gonna contract and rotate up, but I'm gonna resist with the top hand, so there's no movement. The second contraction, I'm gonna use the stuff on the front side of the shoulder to try and rotate deeper into that position. Are you ready? Deep breath. Long, gentle exhale. Good, pull that shoulder down and use the tissue on the back of the shoulder, start to gently press up into the top hand or resist, just 10%. Let's go 20, 30, 40, hold consistent, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, opposite. Keep that top hand where it is, try and rotate off that top hand. You can feel that stretch intensify as you go. Hold, 4, 3, 2, 1, top hand meets the bottom, relax, deep breath. Long exhale, this is your new stretched position. Ready? Build up tension in the back and start pushing up. This time a little harder, 25. If you're pain-free, let's go 50 and then 75. Hold, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ramp down, opposite, reach. Reach, hold, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Top hand meets the bottom, relax, deep breath. Long exhale, and start to build up tension, and push. 25, 50, 75. Give me all you got, hard as you can, 10 seconds. Keep pushing, keep ramping up, harder, harder, harder. Let's go, almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull the shoulder down and switch. Reach, 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 reach. See if you can get a little cramp going, pull. Almost there, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, top hand meets the bottom, and some gentle pulses as you actively push up against that top hand. Good. And move that shoulder around. Whew. Spicy. Let's do that same thing on the other side. Good. Pull that leg in, heel comes in, sitting nice and tall, elbow on the knee, and now we rotate down. Good, so active range, pulling that shoulder down, and then we add a little more, now we get the passive range. Make sure that the restricting tissue is either a stretch in the back of the shoulder or bunching up in the front, cramping. Just make sure it's not like a blocking, pinching, painful feeling. If it is, then you need to back right off. Good, and just breathe. Keep that shoulder pulled down. If the stretch dissipates, remember, just apply a little more pressure, but stay safe. Good. Beautiful. Such a nice stretch. As it starts to release, just apply a little more pressure. Couple more deep breaths, we're almost there. Long, gentle exhale. Hold a little tension in the abdominals. Squeeze that fist, pull the shoulder down, and gently start to rotate up in the top hand. Use the stretched tissue to do so, 10%. 20, 30, 40, hold here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down, opposite, reach. Try and get off that top hand. Keep pushing, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Whew, get some cramping going. Here we go. Tension, and start to press up and resist. 25. If you're safe and pain-free, go 50, go 75, hold, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ramp down, reach, opposite, push. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, top hand meets the bottom, deep breath. This is your new stretch position. tension, and start to push up. This time 25, now 50, 75. Push as hard as you can, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. Reach down. Reach, 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 reach. Keep going. Hold. Almost there. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Top hand meets the bottom. A little bit of pressure as we use the shoulder to rotate up and pulse out of that one. Good. Whew. Okay. Good work so far. So that's internal rotation. Let's go back to shoulder 1. Now we want to work external rotation, but we're going to do it from a bit of a different angle. I'm going to find that position again. Now check this out. I'm going to reach my arm underneath my leg and pinned by the calf here. And now I'm going to rotate my torso away, and hopefully I can feel a stretch in the front side of the shoulder and all the stuff bunching up in the back. I'm already there, and this is the position we're going to hold for 60 seconds. I love these positions. I love challenging the shoulder rotation from different angles, but also minimal equipment. All you need is a leg. If you have a leg and a shoulder, you can do this. Good. And breathe. Long exhales. If the stretch starts to dissipate, I'm just going to rotate my torso away because my arm is pinned. It can't go anywhere. And I'll push my chest up and through. Good. I can walk my foot out a little more to get a little more of a stretch. The cramping is real. A couple more deep breaths. Long exhale. Last one. Ready? Hold tension in the abdominals, squeeze that fist, and start to rotate against the shin using the shoulder from here. Start to press 10%. Now 20, now 30, 40, hold consistent, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opposite, try and squeeze the back of the shoulder and try and get the fist off of the shin. Hold, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Good. You can lean that leg a little bit more against, see if you can get a little more space. And second one, squeeze and start to rotate and push. Let's go 25. Let's go 50. Let's go 75. Hold, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opposite, reach the other way. Reach, 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 reach. Squeeze the back of the shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ramp down, deep breath. Long exhale. And start to push. Last one. Rotate against the leg using the shoulder. Let's go 25, 50, 75. Push as hard as you can. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And switch. Opposite. Reach, 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 reach. Good. Try and get the wrist off of that leg using the back of the shoulder. Squeeze. See if you can get a cramp going. And slowly come out of that position. That one is nasty. Okay, let's go to the other side. Pull that heel in. And now I want to tuck this arm underneath. I'm looking for that 90-degree angle here, and then I'm going to rotate the torso because the arm is blocked, so I'm going to rotate the torso away from the shoulder instead of the shoulder away from the torso, and already feels like it wants to cramp in the back of the shoulder. It's glorious. It's such a good position. And we're just going to hang out here. If that cramping and stretch starts to dissipate, I'm just going to open up my chest even more. And breathe. Nice deep inhales. Long, gentle exhales. Inhale. Long exhale. Good. One more. Deep breath in. Long exhale. Let's create a little bit of tension. Squeeze that fist and start to rotate against the shin. So I'm rotating this way. If my leg wasn't there, my arm would come across the body, just 10%. Using the shoulder, 20, 30, 40. Hold. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opposite, reach back, reach. Squeeze the back of the shoulder, try and rotate off of that leg. Hold, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Round 2, ready? Start to push. 25, 50, 75, hold. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and opposite, reach. Reach, 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 reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. We got one more. Long exhale. And start to push. 25. Let's go 50. Let's go 75. Hold. 8, 7. Keep ramping up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opposite, reach. Reach, 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 reach. See if you can get the back of the shoulder to cramp. Try and get that hand off of the shin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Slowly come out of that position. Move that arm around a little bit. So, putting the joint in its end range and creating these strong isometric contractions have been absolutely a game changer for my shoulder health and the shoulder health of hundreds of people that we've worked with. The value is in doing that is you can better access the connective tissue and build some really strong connective tissue. Now, there is one more piece that you need to pair this with, is we want to go through these movements through the full active range as well, so that we're actually using that new range that we've given ourselves. So we're going to do 2 movements to do that. We'll do 2 rounds. The first is the elbow on knee. So now I want 90 degrees at the elbow, that same position, but I want you to kickstand this other arm back and nice and tall with the chest and the spine. Pull the shoulder down, and we're going to allow the weight to rotate us until I find that stretch in the back of the shoulder that we found earlier, and I'm going to pull from there all the way up. Using no momentum, we're going to do 10 reps. Nice and slow, controlled tempo. Good. 3, 4, 5, 6, don't let that shoulder pop up. 7, 8, 9, 10. I've found the key with these drills is to choose a weight that's heavy enough that it's going to be challenging, but not so heavy that it restricts my ability to get into that bottom stretch position. Pull the shoulder down. Good. And here we go. Pull and rotate down. Good. When I feel that stretch, I start to rotate back up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Good. Now, we go back to that quadruped position that we started with. I'm going to actually use that block one more time. And from here, we're going to go into that external rotation and challenge that end range. So what I want you to think about is all in one motion. When the elbow hits the height of the shoulder, I'm trying to use the back of the shoulder to get the hand above the elbow without any rotation from the spine. Ready? Here we go. And lift for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll do that same thing on the other side. Ready? Chest square to the ground, knees under hips, and rotate up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last one, elbow on knee. We'll start on, well, I just did the left, so I'll go to the right. Here. Kickstand that arm back nice and tall with the chest. Pull the shoulders back and down and rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. Other side, pull that heel in, pull that shoulder down, kickstand that other arm back for support, and we rotate down and up. Don't let that shoulder creep up. Keep it down away from the ear the whole time. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10, beautiful. Let's go back to that quadruped position. Got my block, I'm gonna swing around here. Ready? Here we go. Up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last one, other side. Here we go. Up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome work. We're going to wrap it up there. Now, you can use this workout as part of your rehab routine, or you can use it as part of your accessory work on upper body days, either before or after your workout. If you're doing a heavy day, I would suggest doing this at the end of the workout once you've already done the things, or you can split it up and do those first 2 movements as part of your warm-up and potentiation, and then add in the last 2 as finishers. Try it out. Let us know how it goes. Appreciate you. We'll see you on the next one.